Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his third season in the league.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. They'll throw with May. He'll try and do this himself. And he will slide to a halt with a penalty marker down on the play. So they decline the holding penalty and will take the down instead as that leads us to 4th. On is the punter Hecker as he gets this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Louisville.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one down the line of scrimmage.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a 1st down. Straight ahead, here's Mason. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, with a minute 2 on 3rd down, you're a little off balance.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Here's May. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5. On the give, it's Mason. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And they'll go again with Mason. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Off the play fake, here's May. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Looking to throw. May to the left side. He's got the tight end, Taylor. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. Well, they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. The visitors' offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. And they love to find different ways to get him the football. We know that. And you can see he comes into this week 2nd in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, they bring their punter out there now. Back deep, Marquez Callaway. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Play action. May. In trouble, and he's taken down. Deion Henley in there to bring him down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
From the gun, it's May. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Up the middle with Barkley. It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. He'll look to throw. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll set up to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Odunze. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Now a play fake here on first down. This is caught. Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Barkley is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Cole Kmet, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Mason going to get it on first down. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. To the air, May. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Saquon Barkley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That burst good for 20 and a first down. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll go to Barkley again. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley. That's his 19th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Well, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Throwing here is May. And he completes it to Wilson. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a first carry for their fullback. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and
To throw, it's May. Quick throw there is incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. They'll set up a throw, and that's incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They're going to look to throw. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. And this one is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
They'll look to throw again. And he is caught. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So these two teams, all right, will bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The visitors' offense and running back Saquon Barkley ready to get going again. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he is right up there amongst the best in the NFL. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
That'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Toss play to Mason. The 20. Touchdown. Jordan Mason, 49 yards. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Looking to put a drive together. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He gets that one complete to Wicks. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. on is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Here's May. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks. Pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Quick hitch, complete. It's Taylor. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So they say we'll let that completed pass stand, and we'll bring up third down instead as they decline it.
So they're comfortable with the yardage. The big thing to them is what you pointed out, getting it to third down and making a play there.
Looking to throw. May. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or two shy of midfield.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
They run over center with Mitchell.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 4.
He'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Barkley, inside handoff. And a short gain down to about the 33. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. He'll drop to throw.
He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Saquon Barkley running right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
46 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. They'll set up to throw. And he's got it. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. A 10-play drive that time.
And it's Hollywood, Marquise Brown, who finishes it off with the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They'll throw with May.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Here's Johnny Hecker now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Returning it is Moore. 35 yards that time on the punt. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Here's a give to Barkley.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
A handoff to Barkley. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They'll run with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
First down, here's Mitchell.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And down inside the 15 he goes.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 12 more yards there and another first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. up the middle with Barkley. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 20 on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Mason Taylor. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
To the air, May. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. A dump off for Mason. Here's 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing here is May. A quick hitter complete. It's Mason. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From the shotgun, it's May. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And before this play happens, we're going to get a timeout here. That's going to leave him with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Mason Taylor, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
A gain of 18 on the play.
A give here to Mitchell. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And now whistles blow here. Play is stopped, and we're going to get a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. A first down carry for Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Back to throw here. And it's caught. Touchdown! Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
To throw, it's May.
They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Now we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back.
Now 2nd and 9.
They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. 2nd and 9 now.
There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. This now a 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, May with it. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And with the clock ticking under 50 seconds now, he spikes it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's May. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. They'll try and throw for it with May. And rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.